on this skit, and it's called improv, unrehearsed improv. So please bear with us. I'd like to invite Kirby up because he's going to tell the story, and we're going to act it out. Woo!
Hey.
I think you should use a microphone, Kirby.
Do I need to use a microphone?
No.
Thank you. Everybody in the back, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Bra? Väldigt bra. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Remember, it's improv.
I don't remember this. No,
There is a note at the top of my sheet that says, the administration at ACN was given the script and asked to be prepared to help describe the first Thanksgiving. They have had no rehearsals or practice. Now, the Thanksgiving Day that millions of Americans celebrate with turkey and stuffing is a myth. The true history was forgotten long ago, and even most of the history books have it wrong. The Pilgrims were a group of people from England who were disillusioned because their governments would not let them worship as they wanted. They decided to leave Europe for the new country and set out on a ship called the Mayflower. There were 100 people on board, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, and little children. They were very crowded. It was very cold and uncomfortable, and the sea was rough. It pitched the Mayflower about, and they were about... I don't know if it was that rough. And they were 2 months sailing over the water. And the children cried many times on the journey.
I didn't get it!
And wished that they had never come on the tiresome ship that
Are we
rocked
there
them
yet?
so
Are
hard
we there yet? Are we there yet?
and would not let them keep still a minute. Then at last, all the tired pilgrims landed from the ship on a spot now called Plymouth Rock. I promise there is a rock. And it was called Plymouth. Just kidding, there was no rock. It was only Plymouth. And the first house was begun on Christmas Day. And Santa helped. But when I tell you how sick they were, and how much they suffered that first winter, you will be very sad and sorry for them. Stop crying. The weather was cold, the snow fell fast and thick, the wind was icy. It was probably more than that. And the Pilgrim Fathers had no one to help them cut down the trees and build their church and their houses. The Pilgrim Mothers helped all they could. But they were laughing in the snowstorm for some odd reason. But they were tired with their long journey, and cold, and hungry too, for no one had the right kind of food to eat, nor even enough of it.
Mom was a bad cook.
So the first one was taken sick. And then another, till half of them were in bed. Till only half of them were in bed at the same time. Brave Captain Miles Standish and the other soldiers nursed them as well as they knew how. But before before spring came, half of the people died and had gone at last to heaven, their dearest country. But by and by the sun shone more brightly.
Are we live again?
More brightly. Okay? The snow melted, the leaves began to grow. And sweet spring came again. The very plasticky spring. Some friendly Indians had visited the Pilgrims during the winter. And Captain Miles Standish, with several of his men, had returned the visit. One of the kind Indians